Hey guys, my name's Cindy, and Tim actually asked me to show you guys a little bit of my collection. So I'm not an artist, I'm not a cutter. I would cry if I cut one of these pieces of rough open and destroyed a pattern, so I leave that to the experts and I just collect it. I am obsessed with Corvettes, and I guess some could say an avid collector of Corvette Fordite. So these are some of the stalactites I have. And this is, unfortunately we moved recently, so I don't have my collection on full display. So I'll go over like the tip of the iceberg with you guys and let me know if there's something you want to see more of, something you want more information on, and we can do additional videos after that. So stalactites, absolutely love them. It was one of my favorite things to find with Corvette Fordite, and I love finding them when they're still attached to the rough. You can just see the natural beauty of the piece of rough. And of course, I'm partial to blue because my Corvette is blue. Maybe I'll make a video later of that too. As you can see, if you leave the outer part on it and just open up to see what's inside of it, you can enjoy the beauty of both the natural rough and the colors inside. This is one of the longest ones that I have. And most of my collection will be donated to the Corvette Museum. So if you guys know of any pieces out there that are absolutely amazing, please let me know. This color is extremely rare and hard to find in Corvette Fordite. It is a dark metallic blue, and that's actually the color of my Corvette. This is the one and only stalactite that I've been able to find in that color. So if anybody's hoarding any of these, please let me know. These are some of my favorite pieces that I have. This one was done by Jason Baskin, and I actually got the two pieces at two separate times. He ended up finding the other piece that obviously came from this one. And the color blue is that beautiful electron blue. This one I affectionately call my Corvette Snowman. He was created by Paul Meyer, and this one was actually sold to somebody else, and it took me, I don't know, 2 to 3 years to track it down and talk the person out of it. So this one was definitely worked hard for, but now it's in my collection. If you guys don't cut Corvette Fordite, a lot of times when you cut Corvette Fordite, one side will be really gorgeous like this, and the other side, it's not so pretty. It's still pretty, but not as breathtaking as this. And I love when the pieces leave that outer color on it. It just brings out the center. This one was created by Matt from Fordite Fix. And sometimes you get lucky when you cut Corvette Fordite, and both sides have the color in it. So it's all about how you cut that piece of rough, which is exactly why I don't cut it. So the stalactites mainly come in these colors, the different shades of red, orange, blues, yellow, black, silver, and you can get a variation when all those colors are blended together. But then when you open them up, you get all the beautiful colors from the inside. And sometimes people take all of the outer color off, and then you get a very different pattern on them. So this piece of rough is also in that beautiful dark blue I love, and this took me a while to talk the guy out of it too, but thankfully I got it before he cut it up. So these are made by Lee Zimmerman. And that blue is really hard to capture in there, and he did an amazing job on it. This is a little keychain for it. He also made this little pendant. And I even have Christmas tree ornaments. You should see my tree at Christmas time. I have a whole Corvette one. When you do cut the Corvette Fordite, if you cut the piece, see this piece right here could have been a pendant just like this one. But when they cut into the Fordite, they cut right through that pattern. So please be careful when you guys are cutting this stuff. Some of the more unique cuts, I love how each artist cuts their own. So this guy was made by Jason. Jason, I'm sorry, I'm not going to try to pronounce your last name. There's Jason's name. But I found this piece of rough, and I thought it looked like a caterpillar. So I sent it to Jason. And look what he brought out of that. Here's some more of Jason's work. And then Jason Baskin is one of the masters of cutting Fordite. I absolutely love his pieces that he does. And while most of my collection is Corvette, I do have a few that are not. I jokingly call them invaders, but this piece is a Kenworth piece. But sometimes the patterns just catch my eye. These are some pieces made by Matt from Fordite Fix. Now, Matt is on a social media pause right now, but if you go to Fordite Fix, his Facebook page is still up, so you can see some more of his work. Brian, I'm sure you've seen his stuff online. He creates creatures out of Fordite, and I have an entire zoo of creatures from him. These turtles are actually out of fire truck Fordite. And then we got another carver on the market, Mr. Cody Cook. I just recently met him, and now my collection is growing even more. So this piece right here is actually part of the C8 Corvette Fordite. And if you see between the classic, and then the C8 Fordite will normally have more red to it because they have more red in their base coats. And look, I even have a piece of Gladiator in here. So I was lucky enough to go on a tour of the Bowling Green, the actual paint booth in Bowling Green, Kentucky. And when they put the car parts on the racks to paint them, they hold them in place with these little golf tees. So these golf tees are colored for the 2025 Corvettes. Paul Meyer. I have so many of his cabs, I would have to do a video just on him. So instead, we're going to do something fun. So this is one of my bins of cabs. They're all individually wrapped in here. And the cabs range in size from this size to this size. So we're going to do a little contest and see who can come closest to guessing the number of cabs in this bin. And whoever comes the closest will send you a free cab that Paul Meyer actually carved. So that is the tip of the iceberg of my collection. If you guys have any questions, if you want to see more, please let me know and we will make more videos. Please be careful cutting the Fordite. And, oh, one more thing. This creature by Brian is actually out of 1940s Ford Fordite. So there is a little bit that's not Corvette in my collection, but probably 95% of it is Corvette. So post comments, post your guesses on how many cabs are in the bin, and let me know if anybody has any questions or wants more information. Have a good one, guys.